Do you have this problem where your singing cannot match the accompaniment, or you have friends or family with the same problem? I'm having a student with this problem, and it is called amusia. Commonly, we call it tone deafness. I would rather use amusia or poor pitch singing because it is easier for us to find reports or study about this musical disorder. I want to make a disclaimer that I'm not a doctor nor a therapist. I'm a vocal coach, and I want to share my experience with you through this video about how I help my students hear better and construct pitch relationships so that she can sing in tune. So there are two types of amusia. The first one is people born with this musical disorder, and the second type is after serious illness or an accident. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the first type of amusia. For this type of amusia, there are people that cannot recognize rhythm, and some people cannot recognize pitch. From my observation in my senior choir and my treble voice choir, people that cannot recognize pitch is more commonly seen compared to people that cannot recognize rhythm. So let's go back to amusia where people cannot recognize pitch. So take my student as an example. She do not have problem with her ears. She don't have problem with her vocal as well. And she is normal intellectually, very intelligent girl. She do not have the problem with rhythm, but she has a problem to recognize pitch. So why is her singing don't match the accompaniment? The problem lies during the conversion from what she hears to what she is going to sing. If you would like to know more about amusia, you can check this book online. It is called Poor Pitch Singing. It gives you lots of insight about this musical disorder. So from the same book, I also realized that she has deficiency in memorizing pitch, and they are better in listening to a larger lip compared to a tone or a semitone. At the very beginning of coaching this student, I thought my job is to help her with her vocal techniques and also teach her some musical knowledge. But after a few lessons, I realized that she is not going anywhere. Every time when I am with her in the lesson, she is doing well. But when I need her to hand in homework, she is kind of going back to square one, and I think what is happening to her. And then I start to realize that she might have this amusia. And so I started to do my research, and I found this book called Poor Pitch Singing. After I have a better understanding about her situation, I start to realize that how difficult it is for her to sing in tune. Let me use this analogy. It is like asking a colorblind to answer you what color they are seeing. If I do not recognize her problem, I could be pushing her with no empathy. So I changed my teaching strategy. She plays guitar and asked her to bring the guitar to the lesson so that she can play the note and she can imitate what she hears. The next thing is that because I understand that she has this deficiency in memorizing pitch, I will look for ways to make her repeat what she needs to do in the correct way, of course with my coaching during the lesson for a short period of time so that she can develop this muscle memory when she sings with this repetition. The next thing I did was to stop pushing her to sing me a major scale. So then I asked her to sing me fifth interval, an octave, and also a chords with a slower tempo. So another very important step that I think is that I communicated the problem with the student herself and also to her parents. I was hesitating whether to tell her or not because I'm afraid to make her feel sad with her situation and lost confidence after knowing her problem. What really happened is that I saw her improvement from 1 week to the next week and so on. She is a brave girl. She's very young and just went to her middle school, and her parents are very supportive. After that, I did communicate with one of her parents. We all is like a team. I coach the student what she has to do, and I also guide the parent how she can look after her daughter's practice when I'm not with her. And from them, I can see she is then able to raise from one key to the next key with no mistake. She could land on the first note correctly. she started to connect what she's learning to the music that she heard before. It is like a window open and she can see the beautiful view. As she can hear better now and she is appreciating the sound that she's making, she enjoys practicing more with her singing and especially her guitar. A feedback that I received from her parent is that she used to practice the guitar once a week. But after she gets better, she started to play a tune and play for her guitar teacher. So that is something that I'm very glad to hear from her parent. Before the video ends, I would like to share with you her singing during the first month and her transformation during the third month.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Next do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
So if you also having a similar problem like my students, or you actually didn't know that you are having this problem, but your friends or family are telling you that you're not singing in tune, you can first do a bit of research about Amusia. I know there are some music teachers specialized in helping students with poor pitch singing. So get a teacher that can help you to improve your hearing. If you find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Facebook page. I'm gonna see you next episode. Bye bye.